Attention, cool kids. Cool Stuff Inc. is partnering with me, CGB, on a special limited edition all-metal shark token. This is a one-time only production run with each token individually numbered and totally unique. Pre-orders are only open from August 23rd through September 5th. After that, they'll never be offered again. Don't miss your chance to get one of these unique tokens by going to coolstuffinc.com/CGB. Coolstuffinc.com. Cool stuff in stock. Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it takes one more storm. One more cyclone in the sky. Emerging from it, lightning. Sharks. You can say a lot of things about Standard for the last few years. Eldraine this, Uro that, Omnath this and that. But through it all, there's been an omnipresent finisher in blue that may never get its due. It is Shark Typhoon. And Shark Typhoon is always going to have a special place in my heart. It was one of the first, I think, cards that we looked at and said, that's just a pure meme. They did Sharknado on a card, and we're like, yeah. And nowadays, it seems like there's tons of these meme cards coming out in every single set where you just look at it and you're like, huh, Modern Horizons 2 literally has a card called Chef's Kiss. Not kidding. But Shark Typhoon felt like one of the first one of these that was hitting in kind of the new wave of Standard. Not only is it a powerful card, but it's also a meme on a card. And it just kind of went on to become its own thing, where it's really the only win con you need, and it's very popular in Historic, and it still can be played in Standard. In Standard, there hasn't been a real control deck in some time. The combinations of Mono White and Rogues and Winota and Gruul Adventures, all these aggro decks with a ton of draw potential and value engines, and just the Splinter Twin-ish nature of if you tap out or miss a beat, you die to Embercleave or Winota. Like, that has defined Standard. But through it all, I have tried to fight back with various piles that involve Yorion, Sky Nomad, my beloved companion, and Shark Typhoon. And we've got to give them at least one more video here to send them off proper. And I'm going to play Dimir Control. We're not a true Yorion deck because really we're only blinking Mazemind Tome and Omen of the Sea. We don't run a lot of other things to blink. But we run Yorion because, well, 80 cards is harder to mill than 60. And believe me, there's still a lot of people trying to mill in Standard because you can't do it effectively in Standard 2022, and you can't really do it well in Historic right now because they're just killing you on turn 3. So yeah, Standard is the place for the mill heads, and there are a lot of them. People love mill. It's hard to remember this, but mill used to just be considered a janky strategy before Rogues did what they did. And now Rune Crab is just everybody's cup of tea. But we're going to fight back with an 80 card pile, a ton of removal, and Shark Typhoon as our win condition. The only real addition from the latest set that I've done any changes, I've got Power Word Kill. And Power Word Kill is a very good removal spell in Standard. That's a terrible removal spell in Standard 2022, where the most important things to kill are dragons and angels, you know. But now, with Power Word Kill, in Standard, there's still a lot of things to kill. Like, I don't know, Rune Crabs, for example. I also have a very self-serving reason to take you for one last ride on the Shark Typhoon. It's because today is also, probably, when you watch this, 80% of my views come in the first day, is probably the last day before the end of the Shark token promotion at coolstuffing.com. Aw, I know, very sad. But at 9/5, the pre-orders end, and once the pre-orders are over, there are no more orders. It doesn't go from pre-order to regular order. It doesn't go from closed beta to open beta. It is the end, because we're only going to make as many as get ordered. Over 600 of you, mind-blowing, by the way, over 600 of you have stepped up to order a Shark token. So thank you very much to everybody who has. It's $19.99. If you live in a country that Cool Stuff Inc. does not ship to, you can go to my Patreon. There's a link in the description, and I have ordered a selection of these for my patrons. If you join the token tier by 9/5 and you stay subscribed on the token tier, I will send you one of my own Shark tokens as soon as they become available. Shouldn't be more than 1 month if you only wanted to sign up for 1 month, but you do have to be a token tier member on Patreon by 9/5, and please only use that if you live somewhere that the Shark token cannot be shipped to. Otherwise, it's much easier to go on here on coolstuffinc.com and order one for $19.99. 11:49. And again, almost over. It ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on September the 5th, which is probably the day that you are watching this video. So, why do I really need to get it in there? Because here's the thing. The reign of the shark might be coming to an end, but there's going to be another token. I've partnered with Cool Stuff Inc. to do another sweet promotion. And as Innistrad Midnight Hunt approaches, we are unveiling, we have actually already revealed it, like it's been on Twitter a little bit, got spoiled, but I'm happy to reveal here for you on YouTube, my next token, the Covert Go Blue Wolf token, which you can get with all singles and all sealed pre-orders of Innistrad Midnight Hunt from CoolStuffInc.com. So make sure you go in and get your pre-orders placed. Look at that thing. Andre the artist did an amazing job bringing, like, if I'm going to go green, well, you have to have a little Simic vibe. See how there's a little kind of green-blue tint in here, the blue of the moon. Like, it's still got to be Covert Go Blue. But if I've got to go green, I think Ranger class getting a sweet upgrade from Innistrad Midnight Hunt with a Covert Go Blue Wolf token is going to be fire. And based on the success of this shark token, this metal shark token, there will probably be, I can't guarantee it, but there will probably be a Covert Go Wolf token in the future, a metal edition. So if you want someday, when the streak turns 1 million, and I announce that maybe I'm going to retire from this game, far, far in the future, millions of years in the future, you're going to want to be the one who has the complete collection of the Covert Go Blue tokens. You're going to want to be that guy, because that's cool. All right, shill, plug. Thank you for sitting through it. I appreciate it. This is a big deal to me, and now it's time to dive in. Let the nonsense begin. And in the opener, we see a Lurrus. Really? We're just like that, we're going to play against rogues. But we go first. Could miss land with this hand, but we have a lot of cheap ways to interact, so we'll keep. Our opponent with the snap keep. Must be nice. Wait a minute. Cycling? Hello, Zenith Flare. Alright, so we just have to kill everything else and we'll be okay. I mean, I haven't played a lot of Standard since 2022 Standard became an option. Yeah, I mean, I assume we're still doing the same stuff, and there it is, cycling. Cycling, top 13, around 1300 Mythic. You love, hate to see it, I don't know. So, double black, double blue. Gonna go with the answer being black. So our opponent hasn't played anything. We could get Yorion, but I think we want to cycle the Typhoon to try to keep making the land drops. The one test of talents. That feeling when you have the perfect card. And it's just a matter of time till the opponent finds out. You can buy Lurrus or something? No? Nothing? We're just gonna cycle? The opponent has a plan, and it's to cycle me to death. Oh, I have a plan, and it's called 19 turn block with Shark Typhoon. I'm gonna dig for land here. I think it's worth the risk. I mean, there's gotta be some in the top 3, right? Right? Yeah, right. Wish I'd made blue with my pathway, but it is what it is. We take them. I'm gonna be really mad though if I get flared this next turn. Just on the principle that I could have had all of them if I had found a blue mana. Okay, they do run Memory Leak. Do they have black mana though? Some of these play like black mana pathways. I'm guessing from the basic planes though that that's not this one. A lot of the cycling decks run almost all pathways. All right, flare me, baby. Let's go. It's whopping 6 damage. No? Alright, fine. Fine. 18 more turns of this, and the opponent will succumb to my power. We definitely need to make another shark, even if we do get flared for it. Of course, we could also just power the barons, but I want to hit land. And we do want to increase the clock. We have to beat the opponent's very, very intense strategy of do absolutely nothing. Just think, they got to Mythic playing this way. How would you like to get to Mythic by waiting till the end step of your opponent every turn and going, I cycle for 1. 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 I've decided to cycle for 1. What lives they must lead. Some people might say the same thing about somebody who plays Control, but you gotta admit, once you've tried Control, you realize no game is exactly really the same. You kind of fight for all of it. Every game, you have to figure out what the hell to do about your opponent. Cycling? Well, I cycle for 1. I guess that appeals to some folks. They did miss a land drop, which is kind of funny considering they've almost drawn half their deck. Wait, I guess they didn't. I'm just making that up. Forget I said anything. Is there a world where I shock this in? No point. We could have powered up the barons, I guess, to increase the clock. I think that's just unnecessary, but maybe I'm wrong. There is a world where they get to 8 mana and they double flare, but as long as we charge barons this turn, I think that's okay. I think we can beat that. So next turn is 8, 9, 10. Yeah, next turn is lethal. Opponent showing us the power of their cycling skills. But when? When do you think they'll try to actually do something? If they put stuff on the board, it might help them stay alive. At least get in front of the barons. So far, they've committed that they're just never going to cast a spell. So, doubt we'll see that anytime soon. Barons goes up. And the real question now, guys. Will they ever cast a spell? Let's find out. Because they're about to die. A turn before double flare is an option. We're going to put lethal on the stack because you cast literally 0 spells. Test of talents. You did not pass. I should have a flunk in the deck just for the, you know, I should be able to cast Test of Talents on something and then also cast flunk. Tiru. I think we're gonna get a creature deck now. We've hung out long enough with the rogues and the cycling who never plays their creatures. I think now we're gonna get the Winota or the mono red or the mono green. Somebody's gonna try to beat us down. We got Heartless, Power Word Kill, Event, Verdict, Saw It Coming, Plains. Cool. On the draw, Saw It Comings are usually very, very bad unless you're up against, you know, Yorion, which we're not. So we have to try to find a target for this as quickly as we can. Turn 2 Monk, no other spell is... can't be bad for us. I'm not upset. I don't think you go for Foretell there. I think you have to have your mana up and just do stuff every turn. And I think if we do stuff every turn, we'll win. We also can't be sure that we'll draw a 4th land, so we can't bank on having a sweeper if they play another creature there. We also have to expect Elite Spellbinder to come down and, well, dissect our hand a little. Instead, they go for Sky Maul. That's just a gift. Let's get the Heartless Act out of the way, because there might be a lot of things that can and will have +1/+1 counters. Who plays white without snow? And Faceless Haven? What? It's kind of weird. Somebody who's trying that Grandmaster of Flowers. I like it. This card's probably better in Standard than Standard 2022, where everything is about Goldspan Dragon. But I like it. It was actually really important that we have a counterspell there, because none of this would kill it. Dawnbringer Cleric. Well, now that I've seen the Grandmaster, I don't want to throw my Saw It Comings at unimportant things. So let's hold. Make a baby shark, try to draw land. Yay. Barely succeeding at that, by the way. Baby shark goes do on their face. All right. Yep. You have been eliminated. Victory achieved. Epic showdown. Oh good, the matchmaker still works. We get a rematch. Sure. Maybe they'll cast spells this time. Maybe they've learned from the last experience. If they do play something, we're going to want to play this on black, which means one of these will be tapped later. This will be tapped later for this might be untapped later if we find an island. So let's lead with the Hall. Looks a little sketch, but I think it's right. I cycle for 1. No plays, of course. Why would I think otherwise? They've got a plan. You gotta give it to them. Now this time we don't have Test of Talents. This could be harder than the last one. We're not playing any creatures? Actual nothing? No? Okay. Okay then. Get the tap land out of the way. Don't think we're going to have to counter anything this turn. Don't think so. So that last game where we had that sweet, comfortable safety blanket of, yeah, we're just gonna win this game for 2 mana at some point. Don't have it here. So we're probably gonna be scrying all kinds of things to the bottom unless they're counter spells. The opponent, they don't know how to apply pressure with their creatures. They don't even try. So we just have to counter 4 flares. And we've got to expect them to start flying at our face around like turn 8 when they can cast both of them. So we've got to get all of our tap out moments out of the way before then. Well, we found land. And tome. I'm not worried about them flaring me on turn 4. They're not going to do it. We kind of learned last time that that's how they roll. What? No. Mad lad. All right, let's scry. Pew pew. They can cycle now to deal a point of damage. And they do. Dispute can counter a flare, but we've seen that they wait a really long time, so I'm not sure it's going to counter a flare. Keep digging. I mean, they know they have to beat Test of Talents. Not afraid to tap out yet because it's still not quite lethal. They can hit me with one, you know? And we have to dig up enough counter spells to stop them all anyway. Looks like they're gonna go for one. Yep. Alright, so we're pretty low now. It's scary. I like the Cling. The Barons is kind of a clock, but we can't really afford to put mana on it. I'll take the Cling for the life gain and for shrinking their graveyard and just having a way to get cards, but don't think the Barons is gonna get the job done. 33-6. Hard mode. Let's heck off a one. Deck very impressive. Ooh, wow. Well, they don't have enough mana to flare us. So if they do nothing here, we get to dig through our deck a bit. Start here. Okay, and here. Bottom, bottom. Come on, counters. Come on, Test of Talents. Where are you? We're definitely doing things the hard way. Take out one of the cyclers, draw a card. Okay. Digging, digging, digging. We could cast the Verdict. It would remove a lot of creatures from the graveyard, but not that many, to be honest. Opponent still has a lot of those. Could foretell the Saw It Coming, so that's cheaper in the future. That might actually be a really good play. And then what do we have left? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, we want to be able to put mana into these. Let's get this tome going. Yeah. Yep. So, can we counter 2 spells here? We don't need to because they can't cast 2 flares. All right. What do you know? Weird, they never run out of cyclers. Patience. 7 mana. So soon we have to start holding up 2 counters to stop 2 flares. Here comes Lurie. If they cast Luris, we can Verdict. Then we have to watch out for 2 flares, like I said, because that's sorcery speed. Really scary. Looks like they're not going for it here. They do have enough mana to flare us, though, if we tap out. We definitely want to progress you. Let's gain that life. Man, I'm gonna go through the whole library, man. The whole library. Just gotta chill. Nothing else we can do. So, which Zenith Flare would you like to try? None. The answer is none. Why would they do something when nothing is an option? Yeah, we're gonna Verdict all that. That's the play. Yep, this will get a little bit of damage in. Thanks to that life buffer, it's not as scary though. And then can we still double counter after a verdict? I don't think so. So that's the bad part. That's the really scary part. So we really need to draw like Test of Talents. We could just kill both of these with instants right there on the end step. But I didn't do it, did I? I think that's a pretty big mistake. Too late. Okay. So now we lose to double verdict, potentially. Or double flare. They didn't even cycle. Now they cycle. Okay, yeah, because they, I guess, want their flare to still be huge, but it's more than enough to kill me. Alright, so I think I should have used the power word kill in the Heartless Act, but it looks like they're gonna let it go here. I should not. If I scry this, they might go for it. If I hit my turn now, I get to untap for sure. Okay. Just do it. Oh, if I had had the upkeep scry, if I had had the stop in time, I would have had this last turn. So much less drama. So much less drama. It's funny, we just played. They should know that they have to beat Test of Talents, which means they need to use their creatures to kill me, and they're not doing it. Are you a bot? Are you a bot? Dude's like, how many Test of Talents does this Joker run? As many as I have to. Nice hand. If they had gone for it on their turn, they would have won. May you all learn a lesson from the tale of Neonate. Neonate who did not flare on their own turn. Neonate who had to wait till my end step. Ah, that beautiful sight of all Dranith flares being exiled. Dranith flare? Whatever. It doesn't matter what its name is. Am I a joke to you? Well, when your name's literally joke. Another Luris. All right. 3 games of good old-fashioned standard. 3 games against Luris. Looks like we found rogues. And we don't have the instant speed removal that, in my opinion, we need. So this is... I'm nervous. Not gonna lie, I'm nervous. And we need land. So there's a lot of things wrong with our hand. Yay. Oh, good. There go lands and the instant speed removal we needed. Just like that. Just like that. And the mystical... Oh, God. The crab. The crab is so brutal. Where's my cling to dust, though? That's the real question. How are we going to get rid of this thing if we can't draw our eliminates and our power word kills and our heartless acts? We have to draw one of those. Oh, did you want something? Let me just put that in the graveyard for you. TikTok. I'm just gonna bully him. I don't care anymore. I've played enough against rogues. I know it's a terrible, terrible life. We're just gonna full on bully the rogues. All right, they didn't play any end step nonsense. That's good. And we're done. All right, so if I tap out, I get into the storage. So we're just gonna be sitting around for a really long time. Ooh, should I foretell this? If I'm not gonna use it otherwise? Maybe they'll go for it when they see a foretell? Yeah. 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 Nice hand. Now I'm gonna study your deck list. Let's see. Disdainful Stroke. Disdainful Stroke. All right, so hard casting, expensive cards, dangerous. Drown in the Lock, of course. Drown in the Lock. Lots of Rays of Enfeeblement. It's the Wynota tech of the day. Only one copy of One Mind, so that's all their card draw that's left. Drown. How many drowns? Should be 4, right? But maybe it's not. Yep, 4 drowns. All right, 4 drowns and 2 Disdainful Strokes are what we have to think about from a counter standpoint. Card draw of One Mind. There's also some Agadim stuff going on. So once we hit our... Man. Once we hit our Cling to Dust, we should be in really good shape, right? We also have to not let Lurrus win, but right now they don't have any counter spells. So if they buy Lurrus here, we can Verdict and then they have nothing to get back with it. I mean, what are you holding mana open for? You're not gonna bluff me this way. So we know that we can resolve the Verdict, which against Disdainful Stroke is one of the riskier things. And then next turn we might resolve Shark Typhoon. Let's do it. This will be fun. Because next turn they might want to buy their Lurrus. They didn't do it this turn for some reason. All right, do they top deck a counter? Nope. Another Robber. They can try to draw into a counter. What do you guys think? Can they do it? We take those chances, right? Oh, man. If we had one more mana. But we take this chance. You better sack that Wind Robber. You didn't sack that Wind Robber, did you? Okay. Alrighty. You want to fight the sharks? Get your Metal Shark token. It's the last day. By the time you watch this, it's the last day to get the Metal Shark token. Draw a card. Replay the Wind Robber. Draw another card. It's time for an extinction event! And a shark. Well, did you draw a counter? You drew a counter, oh no. Oh no, not a counter spell. Whatever will I do? Make a 3/3 shark to go with my 4/4 shark, that's what. Yeah, you don't have any mystical disputes. You can't draw into one. Oh, poor rogues. Poor rogues get bullied. If you enjoy bullying rogues, leave a like and a comment on this video. Ray of Enfeeblement. They can put Lurrus in their graveyard. They should. It doesn't get much better, because then they can try to get it with Agadeem's Awakening. We have Saw It Coming, but they don't know that. They can suspect it for sure, but they don't know. Looks like we're just gonna get the full rope treatment instead. And they wonder why Standard 22 is more popular. Why don't you play Standard, CGB? Yeah, you're right. I haven't been roped by rogues in a little while. I should get on that. You guys want to check out the new pet? Check this out. This is the Ghast pet that you can get in the store for doing pre-orders. If you want to drop those dimes. Swings a lantern around. Just kind of bumbles back and forth and acts like it's going to hit you with this lantern. Honestly, I was... Oh, there's a... Okay. All right, where'd it go? What just happened? Oh, it's coming back. It came back out of the ground. How bizarre. How weird. All right. Looks like we might have more time. More time for the Geist. What is it? Gravegeist? I don't know. Should have a name, like a proper name, like a funny name, a clever name, an interesting name. Like Bones. Bones is a great name. I've watched Star Trek. Bones is A+. I don't know what you think you're doing though. Just tossing this lantern about. I don't understand. Just give him a little of this. Give him a little of that. Maybe, oh man, it'll be so bright they just can't handle it. And then when things get tough, just whoosh, I'm out. And then crawls out of the ground like, I got him. I totally got him there. Has the keys too, has these locks. It's, you know, Jacob Marley from A Christmas Carol, done creepy. Oh look, we won. Poor Rogues had to salt march its way right out of the building. I don't know what that name is. Anyway, did you say you saw it coming on the draw? So if our opponent's a creature deck, we're just going to get completely run over. And since they have no companion, they probably are. What the heck? We're having a really good day. Let's just don't one drop me. Okay. Okay, a little unexpected, but what is this? I'm so glad I decided to play some Standard today. Like, moments like this really remind me why I love it. All right, be cool. Be cool, man. Just be cool. Do we foretell or do we hold up negate for Teferi's tutelage? Well, we drew an eliminate, so we'll try to use that on their end step. Can I get a Cling to Dust in my graveyard? You're milling the holy hell out of me. Green mana. What on earth? Crab down. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. Still can't into the story yet, so we can tap out here somewhat safely. Okay. Patience. I still would love for them to hit a Cling. All the crabbing that's happened hasn't hit a Cling yet. And it still hasn't. Binding. You want to bind my shark token. and ramp. Is this Emergent Ultimatum with Rune Crab? If so, we have to hold this. So, if it is an Emergent Ultimatum deck, we've got to be able to counter ultimatums. It's like the opponent's trying to go for max tilt. I'll take these. Why not? Let's get some foretell going. And let's settle in. Our deck's half gone. There's still 2 Shark Typhoons left and some creature lands. I want one more land before I foretell again. I can see a world where they double spell me. Okay. 8 cards. Not going for the whole. Not going for the whole kabang. Alright, 33 cards. We're gonna have to start making this work. They have Into the Story mana, so we don't cling here. Land? Okay. I kept the power word kill because of fear of more crabs. Once you've faced a certain number of crabs, you just spend your life in fear of more of them. But now I'm regretting it a little. I'm disappointed that they didn't try to kick the Cacophony. That just shows a lack of commitment to the cause. Like, we have to win now. We can't have them sitting around half cacophoning people and getting away with it. If we go for the cling, there's a good chance that the opponent goes Into the Story, counter our Saw It Coming. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Patience. Patience, guys. Uh-huh. What? No land? Okay. If we go for this now and they counter it, we untap and kill it again. Or we just kill it twice. Heh. Crab legs. Patience. You know, the way this is clicking, they don't even appear to have Into the Story, do they? Usually I notice that stuff. I was just so convinced I was wrong. So, Emergent Ultimatum? Is the plan to get, like, Rune Crab, Maddening Cacophony, and some other mill card, Tasha's Laughter? I'm dying, man. Just more land. That's all we really need. Land encounters. We did lose the Test of Talents, didn't we? Yeah. Alright, there's the lands. Patience. 25 cards. We're getting to the point where we have to counter every mill spell. But we need a lot of land to hit the opponent with Haul 3 times and protect ourselves. Alright, 3 mana open after an attack. Nah, not yet. Not yet. Patience. There it is. Shall we fight? Not much of a fight. How about now? You want to fight? I have a wizard duel. I like doing this just so I always know exactly what I'm pointing my counterspell at. They let that resolve. Okay. Do you think they still have one more drown? I think they might. So is green really just for binding? Sir. Yeah, Emergent Ultimatum gets Teferi's tutelage. Of course. Of course. Why didn't I see that coming? Begin the countdown. Would you like to target it? Great choice. You'll love to see it. Read your playmat, little man. No, they kicked it. Half my deck. Do we let that go? I think we actually do. Think we can let that go now. It's no longer that scary. Two mana up. We can do this. We just have to defend our library from the rest of their nonsense. Just a few more turns. We definitely found our land, though. More than I wanted. But that's okay. This one counterspell, baby. We're gonna hold on, and our haul is gonna get there. I believe. I believe in the Hall of the Storm Giants. Okay, so now they're gonna pile removal onto this. It's kind of scary. If they end the story on end step, and we counter it, they can't do anything about that. Let's see. Yeah, if they go for into the story, we win with Hall. So they can't do that here. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a few more resources. Like, another counterspell wins the game here, basically. That also probably wins the game. One way or another. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we go for this, and they counter it, then we can power up Hall and maybe win? Not really, right? Because they can counter and kill the Hall. So let's pass. Try to get them to tap some mana. They don't really have to, because we're going to die as soon as we get to the bottom of our library. What's left in our deck, by the way? Are there any more counter spells? Probably not. So maybe we do need this Typhoon. We also have Yorion. Alright, Restoration. Those aren't very good. This is our mystery card. None of these are particularly helpful. I guess we can exile a good amount of our own graveyard to turn off things like Drown in the Lock. But yeah, if we cycle this Typhoon, I think that's bad for us. It's gonna be close. Resolves. All right, baby. You want some? Come get some. Now we just gotta make some sharks. Soul Shatter makes a 3/3. Our opponents have 5. It's not gonna take too much. And if the opponent tries to kill it, we can Power Word Kill and Heartless Act to replace it. I think they're gonna wait for instant speed though. Let's target the crab so we don't draw ourselves to death. They don't appear to run Thieves Guild Enforcer, so I don't think they can just flash them in and deck us. Again, not powering up Hall. That's what they want to spend their mana on, getting Hall dead. Come here, buddy. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn Yorion can bring it home. Four cards in the deck against Mill. They go for tutelage. Does that beat us? Not on its own. They need to draw another card. But if they do, they win. Do I have any way around that? No. I think we've got to fight. We have to fight. We're probably going to lose the fight, but we can hope that they don't have the mana left to draw a million cards when they do. If I had this in my hand, would we be able to exile enough of our own graveyard to get under into the story? I don't think so. No, 36 is too much. There's the drown. All right, it resolves. They just need to draw a card. I think I was too patient. I thought I had everything in line, and yep. Probably did something wrong. Probably could have drawn out the Drown in the Lock with the Hall. That would have probably made a difference. But it was a tough game. And they still have to have the draw spell. They don't have it. They don't have Into the Story. Yes! Did it. And we are back for the post-game wraps, and let's check the stats powered by Untapped.gg. Broke the meta, 100% win rate. We finally solved Standard. All those adventures, all those Winotas, all those rogues, they were wrong the whole time. The whole time, the best, most undefeated deck was Blue-Black Control with Shark Typhoon, baby. Yes, suck it, Embercleave. Okay, aren't you glad that we brought the 80 cards? Aren't you glad we brought the 80 cards? Because we faced two different mill decks, rogues, and whatever that Sultai mill pile was. The mono white player we played against, they played like 2 creatures and died. We had our draw had 2 sweepers, 2 removal spells. I'm pretty sure we would have beat most of their draws with that hand. So I think that was going to be a win regardless. And then the battles was cycling. Imagine being the person who's played Standard since Ikoria came out, and your plan is to never cast anything, just cycle for 1 in Zenith Flare. And you're just gonna farm MTG Arena, man. You're just gonna farm it. You're gonna get all the cards for free, but you're gonna wake up every day and you're gonna spend all day cycling for 1. I can't imagine that life. But what I can imagine is that this is your last chance to get out there, play with Shark Typhoon and Yorion and have some fun. And also your last chance to pre-order your Covert Go Blue Metal Limited Edition Shark token. Over 600 of you have. If we push it, there can be a serial number 696. Every one of these is numbered. And remember, if you live somewhere that this cannot ship to, check out the link to Patreon in the description. I will have a selection of these for the token tier patrons. It's the top Patreon tier. So you'll find it over there on Patreon. And get yourself ready for Innistrad Midnight Hunt. While the hour of the shark, the era of the shark, the reign of the shark might be coming to an end, the hour of the wolf approaches. And you will get a free Covert Go Wolf. I can't stop saying that. You will get a free Covert Go Blue Wolf token with all singles and sealed pre-orders of Innistrad Midnight Hunt from CoolStuffInc.com. Oh yeah, things are changing around here. Look, if they're gonna print all the card draw in green, we're just gonna have to figure out how to play green wolf control. And that's the bottom line. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for everybody who's supported the channel in all kinds of ways. Watching the channel, of course, is supporting the channel as well. Never feel bad about that. But the idea that I would someday be a YouTuber was weird enough for me. Now the idea that people buy things with my face on it is, I don't know how to say it. It's a combination of like, I'm honored, I'm humbled, I'm sincerely grateful, and you guys make me feel like a rock star. It gives me the energy to keep doing this every day, man. Of course I'm going to keep up the streak. You guys treat me like a rock star, so let's do it. If I'm going to be your entertainment, I'm going to do it right. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.